Good morning, everybody. I'm Mike.
And I'm Stephanie.
And we're Van Life Sheldon's Travels. Sheldon, he's our little yellow belly slider turtle. He's actually eating in this little tank this morning because we're packing up. Yesterday, we explored Weed, California, brought you guys with us. We were going to head further north. The nice gentleman at the little weed museum there in the middle of town suggested that we stop at a spot today on the outside of town here. And then I found something else we could do along the way on up to our campsite. Or if we feel like it, we can go a little bit further to an Anytime Fitness. We'll make that decision when the day gets on. But today, like I said, we're right outside of Weed, California. Mount Shasta's right up there. It's still covered with snow, and it's the 1st of July, guys, and that's pretty amazing.
Right, we're right at the base, and in the valley it's 100 degrees, but here at the base of Mount Shasta, it's about 80 degrees with a nice wind, so it feels about 75. Beautiful weather.
We're about 4,000, 5,000 feet up, so it's you got to get up in elevation, guys, to get away from them hot temperatures. But
definitely,
we're gonna go pack up, put some pizzas in the oven, and it's about 15 minutes to this next spot. So we're gonna pack up camp here and get out of here, and we'll bring you guys with us like always. So let's go figure out what we can get into today. Well, I thought I'd walk up here and show you Mount Shasta since we're so close. Trees were blocking our view, but you can see it in the background now, guys.
Head northwest on Forest Route 42N15 toward US 97 North.
Well, let's see if we can get out of here.
slow and steady. What's the pace?
Well, I'm really glad we had these AT tires, because last night we might have got stuck.
We definitely think we would have gotten stuck.
Well, guys, as you heard last night, we heard some shooting, and I guess people use this trash area over here as a shooting range. Well, when we left the campsite over there, Steph threw in some pizzas in the oven, which is really nice to have an oven, guys. And we made a little 15-minute trip over here to the Living Memorial Sculpture Garden. That's it. Forget every place we go, guys. Sorry. But there's a nice little picnic table here, so we're going to have some lunch, and then we'll go look around. Well, we made it right here to this living memorial. Basically, a Marine, after he came back from Vietnam, he had a lot of PTSD like a lot of us do, and this was kind of his sanctuary. And he built this and welded all these sculptures to basically help him get over his PTSD and work through it. This is kind of his happy place, I guess you could say. Kind of like what I'm doing with traveling. going and seeing new places and doing new things. That is how I'm dealing with my PTSD. And creating videos for you guys actually brings out the artistic part of me and actually helps with that. And that's kind of what he uses with his sculpture. All of these sculptures here are a representation of that. So just take that in account for when you're seeing these things. This is looking through a soldier's and a warrior's eyes. But this right here is where we're going to start. It's kind of his memorial wall. It's pretty much a small little World War II memorial like they have in the Vietnam Memorial they have in Washington, D.C. So I'll flip the camera around, then we'll get back in the van and kind of head off to some of these sculptures in the area. Greatest Generation.
A female figure leans forward, hand held out, receiving a folded American flag. Who can repay those who have lost loved ones in combat? What on earth can compensate for the loss of a life? This was an inaugural sculpture that and remains the centerpiece of the living memorial array. On the ground, a man rushes to help a falling comrade. High above on the pedestal, the central figure arches his back, rears his head, and stretches his arm to the sky. A soldier exists in a cage. Outside the cage, on a simple metal arch, hangs prisoner of war and missing in action, bracelets, wreath, flags, and flowers placed by visitors. Imagine confined mosquitoes, leeches, rats, rodents, rotten rice, rotten fish, abusive guards, and a little chance of survival. Hope is reaching for the will to hang on.
It is not common for vets to feel a lot of emotional pain upon returning home. In this regard, I am no different from any other retired warrior. I feel more fortunate than most because sculpture is a positive way for me to deal with this pain.
All Wounded Warriors. This statue was dedicated at the 2007 Veterans Day ceremony. It symbolizes all service-connected wounds, physical and psychological. There are many ways to be wounded. The nurses. This sculpture honors nurses, Navy corpsmen, Army medics, pharmacist mates, doctors, the courageous souls who bring the healing arts to places, rifles with injuries and death. God loves them and they've saved a lot of lives.
A tall, elegant figure plays a simple flute. With the right breeze, a sound may be heard. 3 female figures respond and dance. For me, a flute symbolizes peace and tranquility. At the 38th parallel, a sword lies broken. A soldier sits head in hand, remembering. Who remembers the Korean War vets? We did. This one's for you, my spiritual uncles. Semper Fidelis. I hope this was therapeutic for you, just as much as it was for me. But let's, on a little bit brighter note, let's get back in the van, head a little bit north of here, And I got something, I didn't even tell Steph where we're going to after this, but let's go explore a little bit more, see something special. As we leave here, I think we're going to end this little video. I hope you decide to join us in our next video where Stephanie and I go explore some caves and then find us another campsite to spend the night. Hopefully free, and that's for me. But till then, please like,
comment,
and subscribe.
check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
More content on the Patreon.
And as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching.
To get your Van Life Sheldon's travel stickers, go to our PayPal. The link is in the description below. One can be yours for $5 or 2 for $8 going to the same address. And please remember to include your address with your payment. As always, thanks for traveling with us.